Hey nuts. I heard you needed some help with shading. So I'm going to show you how I started shading, and then I'm going to show you how I do it now. And these two methods are like moderately different, but at the same time, you know, you still have to have a decent grasp of where the light is coming from and how it affects your objects. So definitely look into that before you follow my tutorial if you don't know it already. I think I saw something about an apple once. So I'm gonna just have the light come from like here, like behind a little bit, but not quite. And this method is very old for me. For me specifically, I would take like a dark blue, I'd go over, I'd turn the clipping on, and I'd take white, and I'd go to my brush, and I'd start, you know, like blending it all up. Sometimes I'd take and put like a highlight so it would blend a little better. You just want to get as much depth as you can from your stuff. Don't mind the creaky if you hear it. It's either the rats or my boyfriend. You might have a little bit of a backlight coming from the behind there. And then I would go in and do like no, maybe if you like turned it out a little bit. Yeah, it looks good-ish. But better than that would be like my newer method, where I take and like, you know, actually paint on one layer. So that's what I'm gonna do now. First I outline whatever it is I'm gonna do. Usually I have a sketch first. Like that, essentially. And then I'll go, where's my light coming from? Is it coming from here? Yeah. And then I'll go and I'll do the first little pass of like lighting, I guess. I don't know what I just did. I hit something. It absolutely will screw up. Like, I don't know why that happens. It like... My pen always wants to hit stuff twice, so I'll hit the back button and it'll go, and I'll lose a bunch of stuff. And I'll be like, where is it? Hold on, I'm about to sneeze. Brace yourself, it's gonna be... Never mind. So I'd say that would be like my first pass, and then I'd go in with like some purple, and I'd do a little bit of interesting things with light. Maybe make it a little darker. Give this some more depth. With some green, with the highlight a little more yellow. If the ground is pink, we'll make it pink. And you know what we'll do with that? We're gonna give it a shadow, because we know where it's going. Yeah. We know where our shadow is, and we're gonna tell it where to be with our mind brains. I'm really tired. It's 5 in the morning, so excuse my mind brain-isms. So there's the shadow, but what's the shadow doing? You know, there's other light that's reflecting off the ground in the background here. So, you know, because of the reflections, you'd have a little bit of pink coming up here. Yeah. Ooh, baby. Maybe there's a backlight and it's like yellow too. And we'll go with that. And there's a ball. There's a mother freaking ball. What is the ball doing? I don't know. Maybe it's hairy. Let's do some hair. how do you do hair? You just put a bunch of little ditties on it. Billion ditties. It doesn't even matter, just do it in like a brighter color, but not too bright, so it's not like oversaturating, and it'll look just fine. Usually you'll get the fur texture pretty well. This is what I do with tails only. If you do it all over the body, the texture will like oversaturate the picture, and when you do that, it makes it harder to focus on the actual subject. So you want to kind of be minimal with your details. Like you can do this around the neck and on the tails, maybe around like elbows, shoulders, ears. Don't do it everywhere. It will be very distracting, and it'll take the eyes off of the subject and onto the details. Your number one concern is, does it look good from far away? Does it look fuzzy, furry? Is it cute? Boy, yes. Watch this, I'll give it eyeballs. Now it has eyes, it's even cuter. Actually, that's kind of terrifying. I wish I hadn't done that, so I'm gonna delete those, but you get the point. I don't know how to do scales yet, so I can't teach you that. But this was a lesson in doing shading and painting. And hopefully you can apply this to your entire pictures. I do everything on one layer except for like dark stuff. So if I'm doing like the outline of an eye, I'll take and I'll do another layer. And I'll do like that around the eyeballs. Sometimes to the pupils too. And I also do that with highlights because it shows up better. But other than that, I'll usually do it all in one go because it's more efficient. But that's just how I do things. Everyone has their own efficient way of doing art. You are welcome to try whatever you like. I'm sorry this was so crappy and unscripted. I hope I helped. And it's what's up.